What up everybody, this is Animal Games 101 here, and today we're going to play part 2 of Cursed Sight. So, in our first one, we got sold off by our parents, became a slave, and insulted a national treasure. Perfect. Anyways, night came, and a servant escorted me into a storage room crammed with sleeping servants as well as crawling bugs. Stacked against the walls were boxes that piled up to the ceiling. I prayed they were empty. Otherwise, if these boxes collapsed, the temple guards would be having servant pancakes for breakfast. Wow, great start. I can't talk. This place reeked of dust as well as sweat. I bet half of these servants never even bothered to shower before hitting the sack. I probably think they don't have the option to. So, which bed is mine? I asked the servant girl who had led me here. Any of them. Yeah, I should have known. A bedsheet near me appeared to be unused, but just as I reached for it, another servant swooped in and snatched it from my hands. What, did you write your name on it? I asked, gritting my teeth to refrain from punching him. With a scowl, the servant pointed at a wet patch in the bedsheet. Did this guy pee on it as a marking? Oh, okay. My bad then. These bedsheets were so thin that they might as well not be there at all. Anyway, but everybody had one, so I felt uneasy being the odd one out. I spotted another unused bedsheet in the corner. This time, I dove at it to ensure nobody would beat me to the prize. Maybe I should pee or spit on it as well just to be safe. I crawled into the bedsheet, and before I could even close my eyes, a pair of mosquitoes buzzed around my ear. Shaking my head, I rolled to one side and covered my ear with the bedsheet. It muffled the buzzing somewhat, I supposed. After shutting my eyes, fatigue took over and I collapsed in sleep, which meant that the mosquitoes scored themselves a real feast. ... Oh, it's morning already? Wow, that was a short night. Approaching footsteps caused the wooden door to creak. A hand gripped my shoulder and nudged me awake. I opened my eyes and found a servant with his face far too close to mine for my liking. Hey, go sweep the king's throne room, he said. Cool. Good morning. No. Oh, cool. Good morning to you too. But I checked the schedule last night. I'm supposed to help prepare breakfast, I said. Well, the schedule's just changed. I'll prepare breakfast in your stead. The servant dropped a broom into my hands. I bet he just wanted to steer clear of the king and decided to pick up on the new guy. Well, that's true. If he thought I could be pushed around easily, well, he might be right, because I got to do as ordered. Best to avoid trouble until I knew my way around. Speaking of which, where's the throne room anyway? The servant rolled his eyes and pointed toward the set of doors at the end of the hall. By the way, there's a trial going on, so no need to knock. Just do your job and keep out of sight. Okay. I bumped shoulders with the servant on my way out of the storage room. A thank you would have been nice, but I would have had better luck waiting for the sky to rain gold coins. As I stalked towards the throne room, I scratched my swollen arms and neck. Those mosquitoes really showed no mercy last night. These bites in between my fingers made me want to light the storage room on fire. I arrived outside the king's chamber. The pair of doors here looked bigger than the ones Mion had. Did that mean the king was even weirder than Mion? If so, I might be better off turning into mosquito food back in that storage room. They look like the same doors to me, but okay. The doors groaned as I pulled them open, destroying any hope I had of being discreet. After taking a deep breath, I walked in. There he was, at the end of the room, the king of East Taria. He sat behind a curtain that stretched from wall to wall, but his silhouette alone made my legs quiver. Stone pillars formed a line evenly on the other side, holding the ceiling in place. Paintings of men and women with crowns hung on these pillars. They must be the kings and queens from past generations. The knife-wielding lady from yesterday stood on a red carpet before the king. A couple of guards blocked the path behind her. One of them kicked the back of her knee, forcing her to kneel in front of the king. I spotted bruises on the woman's arms, and her grey locks looked more roughed up than yesterday too. The guards must have abused her before this trial even began. One of the guards glanced towards me as if he had read my thoughts. My heart thudded as I carried on with the brooming the floor. Pay me no mind, folks. I just work here. King Loke, look, here's a woman who assaulted Mion, one of the guards said. The woman bowed her until her forehead touched the carpet. Mion's cursed my boy to his death. I ask only for justice. Mion's Oh. Mion's power is common knowledge among our nation, Loke said. Your son knowingly flipped her veil open. He said Mion's power was common knowledge, but I for one knew nothing about it. Did that woman's kid die from gazing into Mion's eyes? The mother began to sob. My boy was only 8. Of course he'd be curious. We should have that monster blindfolded or blinded all the... There we go, good grief. Loki drummed his fingers across his armrest. Foolishness. Cover Mion's eyes and we seal her power as well. She's more valuable to the nation than all of you ants put together. Wow, that's a great ruler. Even the guard trade frowns upon hearing those words. These guards have been treating me like a sewage rat, and now the king just cast them into my category. Welcome to the sewer, folks. Hope you like the smell. Send this woman to the guillotine, the king said. She shall serve as an example to our nation. With brow still arched, the guards lifted the woman by her armpits. As they dragged her away, I thought she would beg for mercy, but all she did was smile. There's no need to feel alone, sweetie. Mummy's coming to you soon. Oh shit, did the kid actually die from looking at Mion? Okay. Damn. As I left the room, I squeezed the broom handle to stop my hands from shaking. East Taria meant business when it came to their treasure. Yesterday, I threw a blanket over Mion's face and called her names. If she had reported it, I might have been killed. Doc, I might have just developed a case of Mion phobia. From now on, I must keep a distance from her at all times. Maybe I should get a fishing rod to hand her things from afar. Tears welled up in my eyes as the faces of my parents surfaced in my mind. You mean your dick parents? Okay. I wiped the sleeve across my eyelids. No way would I miss the 2 people who had sold me here. I did, however, worry for my baby sister. She played no part in any of this. Oh, you have a baby sister. Great. I wondered what my parents would tell her when she grew up. They might say I died in an accident, or simply claim I never existed. The thought made me tear up again. I clenched my fists, rinsed away my sadness with anger. Well, it depends on how old she is. I mean, if she's young enough, she wouldn't remember you, so I don't know. You shouldn't trick your kids like that, though, anyways. My mind seemed to be all over the place this morning. I blamed it on my lack of sleep. Maybe I should go and hide in the change room and sneak in a quick nap. I heard bells ringing in the main hall. A series of jingles strung together to produce a soothing melody. Curiosity won me over, and I headed for the hall to take a peek. Oh, is it Mion walking? Nope, never mind. Ooh, who is this? A woman was dancing alone on the stage. She had dozens of bells tied around her arms, and as she twirled, these bells produced music that echoed across the room. My parents had once told me about these performers. Bellstresses, I believe they were called. Wow, she's really pretty. Huh. Okay. I don't know, she looks like a ninja. I don't know why. The outfit kind of looks like that, but that's just me. East Taria's emblem occupied the back wall, partially obscured by the pair of red pillars. Potted plants formed a circle on the stage and exuded a fragrance that enveloped the hall. So she's just dancing with no one watching? That's interesting. Some other servants slacked off from the dues to watch the performance. Never mind, I stand corrected. Most of them paid this bellstress no attention, so I guess she must be a regular here. A group of 10 people watched this performance from the front row. The men wore suits ironed many times over, while the women donned earrings almost as big as their heads. They must be the bellstress' real audience. Once the bellstress finished her act, she bowed at the applauding crowd. A guardian walked in to greet the guests. He was all smiles as he escorted them off to another area of the temple. These rich folks probably gave the guards tips on their way out. I could think of no other explanation for his friendliness. Heck, if I had 2 head coins to spare, I could probably make the guards play fetch, lick my shoes, and call me Master Gaia. As the bellstress stepped down from the stage, I heard footsteps running towards her. Even without turning a look, the bells ringing told me it was Mion. She ran pretty fast for someone who was too lazy to take off her own blanket. Alright, so now we get a better look at this girl. I like it. I like what I see. Mion dove into Belcher's arms, almost bowling her over. Sasa! Sasa! If I heard about Mion's cursed sight, I would scream if she flung that close to me. Clung! Either this Sasa lady knew nothing about the curse, or she was feeling really lucky. Mion, smile when you say hi, remember? Sasa reached under Mion's veil to pinch her cheeks and curl them into a smile. Her veil doesn't go down that far, but okay. Can you come... Oh, can you come tonight? There we go. Mion slurred. Sasa let go of her cheeks so she could speak properly. Can you come tonight, please? Oh, she's smiling. Sasa patted Mion's hat. Just for a bit, okay? Mion nodded frantically, making the bells in her hat chime in protest. After giving Sasa a hug, Mion retreated back to her room. As Sasa spun to leave, our eyes met for a moment. The shimmering stage lights made her hair and skin glisten. Ah, Fate's beam. Sasa beamed at me, and my cheeks flushed as I averted my gaze. Girls really annoyed me sometimes, to be honest. Why? You don't like girl? Well, maybe if your mom's your only example. Well, time to go clean Mion's room. Keep it cool, Gaia. Avoid eye contact and live to slave another day. Alright then, time to pull these doors open. Mion opened her mouth the second I entered her room. Her earlier chat with Sasa must have put her into a talkative mood. 3 oranges, one smaller than the other, Mion said. 2 apples, 4 pears, cold water, 15 incense sticks, 2 half-burned. I gave her a blank stare in return. Yeah, that was kind of random. Go on, Mion said. Her commanding tone scared me into stumbling out of the room. She had no reason to throw such a random list at my face, unless it was to toy with me. I should have instead returned with 3 pieces of animal turds, one from yours sincerely. Gosh. A bottle of piss and 3 jars of roaches. You'd definitely get killed on the spot. A fellow servant walked by the corridor, and I asked him just what kind of drugs Mion had been taking. The fruits and stuff? Those are for her rituals, the servant said. He shrugged at my confused face. You must be new here, I'm guessing. Mion regularly performs spells that can change the future. If Mion truly possessed such a power, that would explain why Loke treasures so much. Whatever. Some fruits, water, and a bunch of incest. Got it. The servant leaned in, as a frightened Mion might hear from inside her room. Mion's really fussy about her numbers. You should ask her again, and listen more closely. That meant I needed to speak with Mion one more time. Just great. When I walked back into Mion's room and asked her to repeat the list, as expected, she lectured me about my lack of attention. After picking my self-esteem off the carpet, I headed out to collect what Mion asked for. I then returned to place the fruit basket, water bowl, and incense tray in front of her. There. You're welcome. Damn, he's got some attitude. The fruits and incense are placed the wrong way around. These are the basics. They said Mion had the cursed sight. Maybe I should show her my cursed mouth. A torrent of insults threatened to spew out, and I barely managed to swallow them back in. Well, he's got some sass, I'll give you that. Oh, Mistress Mion, please forgive this humble servant for not possessing such common knowledge. I topped the fruits and incense around, because Mion sure showed intention of moving them herself. Mion leaned forward towards the bowl and whispered a chant. Holy crap, that kind of scared me. The water began to swirl inside the bowl. Those fruits I had prepared also bounced and rolled inside their basket. Eventually, the entire floor started to shake, forcing me to lean against the wall for support. Okay, I'm kinda creeped out now. Maybe I should run from the room. But if this ritual could put my life at risk, Mion would have warned me about it. Oh wait, Mion cared for me about as much as someone might worry about a pillow. Silly me. A minute later, Mion seized her chance, and the fruits finally settled. This floor also had stopped shaking, but my knees continued to quake out of fear. Yeah, that would make me quake. 3 days of rain, starting from tonight, Mion said. That should help the farmers with their crops. I guess she was predicting the results of her ritual. Mion slipped her hand under the veil to massage her temple. Her lips looked as pale as her sweat-stained cheeks. Oh, I wonder if that takes a lot of energy. I pointed at the bowl of water sitting before her. Maybe you should take a sip. It'll make you feel better. Mion rubbed her temple hard as my words had worsened her headache. The sacred water belongs to the goddesses. Learn some respect. How am I supposed to know this? Good grief. Actually, I filled that bowl from a tap in the kitchen. Don't tell her that. Fine, so Mion had powers, but that gave her no right to mock me. Next time, I should scoop up some toilet water for Mion and her goddesses. Oh, was he supposed to get water from a certain place? Okay. Just as I considered arguing back, someone knocked on the door. Oh, who is it? Ah, that must be Sasa. Mion leaped to her feet, spilling the bowl of water. I guess those goddesses she spoke of would have to lick that sacred water off the carpet now. Mion yanked the door open, and on the other side stood Sasa. A lady should act more gentle, Sasa chuckled, patting Mion's hat. As Mion pulled Sasa into the room, once again Sasa and I crossed gazes. No need to worry about him. He's new here, Mion said. Sure, just treat the new guy just like one of those lanterns hanging around the veranda. Servants had no feelings or anything, right? Well, not really. Sasa grinned. Lucky you, Mion. He has a pretty cute face. Oh, great. She's flirting with me. Okay. My face heated up as well, like one of those lanterns hanging around the veranda. Like I said, girls really annoy me sometimes. She's giving me that gaze. Ugh. Mion puffed her cheeks. He's so silly though. Just now, he asked me to drink the sacred water. Oh, she's pouting. Sasa was the first person to smile at me in this temple. I want nothing more than to give her a good impression. Thank you, Mion. Bless you for crushing my one and only dream. Sasa tapped a finger over her lip. Oh my. Drinking the water is forbidden? I had no idea either. How foolish of me. Mion waved her hands nervously. That's not foolish. I mean, it's understandable, I think. As I giggled at the sight of Mion flustering, Sasa gave me a wink. This lady and I would get along just fine. Sasa lowered onto her knees, and Mion climbed onto her lap before resuming her ramble. I saw a roach in my room this morning. It was orange, I swear. I tried catching it so I can show you, but it flew out the window. Great. Sasa pulled a comb from her pocket and used it to straighten Mion's pigtails. Girls shouldn't be running around picking up bugs. Did you catch them when you were little? Mion asked. Well, yes I did. Oh, Mion continued. And I heard King Loke singing in the toilet yesterday. It was really funny. Sasa nodded and gave an occasional replies as Mion continued to flap her gums. Mion let out a few yawns while she talked. She put her hand over her mouth to hold them back, but each yawn came out louder than the last. Sasa massaged Mion's shoulders. The king told me you had to perform ritual today. You better get some sleep. Mion climbed off Sasa's lap and shook her head. I must admit her pouting face made my heart stir. Just a little, mind you. Sasa rose and put her hands onto her hips. A girl needs beauty sleep. She sent me a glance. That's how you make the boys fall for you. Who needs boys? Mion clung onto Sasa's arm. I'm going to marry you, Sasa. Okay. Sasa rubbed her forehead against Mion's ear. Stop being silly and go to sleep. I fell for your cute act last time, but it's not happening again. Mion let out a whining noise that made me want to hug her. Eventually, she relented and gave a nod. I acted as a signal for me to pull out her blanket from the closet. Of course, she scrunched her lips at me for trying to help. Sasa tucked Mion into bed and held her hand until she fell asleep, which only took about, a minute. Those rituals must really take a lot out of her. With Mion asleep, I puffed my chest out to try and look manly. Let me escort you to the temple gates. I hated my voice for cracking as those words came out. Good for you, buddy. Trying to be all manly. I like it. Anyways, guys, I think this is... actually, this may not be the greatest place to stop, but who cares? I'm stopping it here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys whenever I make the next episode. So, there. Bye-bye. Ow. Bye-bye.